Why? There it is. Sorry about that. This live stream must have been muted the entire time. Just music on. Whoops. Anyways. Someone's watched for an entire 8 seconds? That's amazing. Wait a second. Come on, what is this? No, I don't want to install YouTube. My channel. I have 1 subscriber, huh. Wonder who that is. Apparently a 3-hour live stream of coding. Single video. All the rest are live streams, plus this, which is a short. Yeah, apparently my 1 month, whatchamacallit, actually watched for 8 seconds. So, if I'm talking, that, it should be right on there. Because I'm not going to be talking very loud, and even if I do, it's going to hit right there and it won't do anything. But anyways, is there anything else I could do?
Ahead, couple years, king of my peers. We bike the block, cheers and pretty girls' beers. Did alright for myself, petty thefts I pulled. Dropped out of school, built a circle of bulls. Needed more money, covered head to toe. Snuck up, sucker took his ash and drove. Cash stash pouring in, bulk of it up my nose. How dumb I was, 21 and way out of control. The cops kicked down the door, cheated a line right off my. Said that's one way to go down. Knew I was hard as rock. Knew I was hard as rock. You're not gonna push me around. You can't get me down, down, down. You're not gonna push me
Okay.
around. You can't get me down.
Anyways, how do I do the join command inside of here?
If it cost me my life, man, I'd save my only friend. That's something I could live with. I could take that to the end. If it cost me my life, man, I'd save my only friend. That's something I could live with. I could take that to the end. You're not.
This is gonna take longer because I have this command in here. If I remove that, it will fly straight through this, yeah. It is kind of weird that it does that weird buggy stuff where it has like 2 finish at the same time. And sometimes 3. Maybe this was too big of a number. Stop. I'm gonna remove the last 0 from this because I think that's the part that's killing it.
Switch to Spectrum Mobile and get unlimited data for only $29.99 per month each when you get 2 or more lines. You could save hundreds on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Click to try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save. Visit spectrummobile.com/save.
Okay, maybe
Offer
that's a
valid for
bad,
new customers on 2 or more unlimited lines.
very bad
Spectrum
idea.
internet required. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com.
Let's go for that instead. That should do it
What
quickly.
A vibe. Yo,
Love that song.
I love how the 4 members all sound so different.
I'm Kathleen Scher.
And I'm Allison Toy. On our show Lion Share, we get to feature full songs alongside their stories when we highlight Asian artists every week in our Music Plus Talk Show, a new type of show created with
2,
Spotify's free
3,
podcasting
4,
platform, Anchor.
5.
With Anchor, you can add any Spotify song into your
2.
episodes and combine them with talk segments by you to
I
create
gotta
a
remove
Music
2
Plus
zeros.
talk show.
Want to make your own? It's easy. All you have to do is head to anchor.fm/Music Plus Talk and download the Anchor app.
There we go. That should be somewhat quick. I just want to make sure that it actually finishes. Should be finishing any second now. Yep. CPU 1 was the last to finish, I'm assuming. Oh, there's CPU 2 somewhere in there. Right there, there's CPU 2 finishing. So CPU 1 is what's used by most things. Which technically should be CPU 2, don't it? Because PyCharm runs on the first core, and these other processes run on other cores. So somehow CPU 2 is being used way more than 3 or 4, obviously. Three though. Because that should have been the fastest to finish. Man. CPU 3 finished like decades before everything else. Yeah, right there, it's already like super close, and that's like an eighth of the way. Oh, I think it finished on a weird bit. CPU3 is super close. It finishes somewhere in here. CPU 3. Right there. There it is. Wow, so 2 finished right around here. 1 finished all the way down here, obviously, and 3 finished here. Oops. I keep closing this because I accidentally put it on a... Well, I didn't accidentally, I purposely did, but still. So this is technically CPU 4. Which obviously had the less use than 1, 2, and 3. Right now it's at 100% for whatever reason. Probably because I was flicking through all these. Yeah. Okay, do I have anything important going on here? No. This is saying that I have 0 bitrate in audio. That is really good. It is like no. That is really good. It is like no. My audio actually is cutting out. close that so I have a little bit more data. Continue running this. Let me What can I automate? I guess I could do incremental cubes. Clicker heroes, which I actually had something for, but I deleted it. That's my calculator. I think I put, no, it was, Renault. Oh, those are from the same game. Yeah. What's this? That's what I'm working on. What's this? Okay, oh, this is, yeah, okay. I don't have my camera with me because I left that back at home. Yeah. Huh. Cool. It's also kind of useless, so I'm gonna delete. Nope, don't create shortcut. Delete it. That's what I'm actively working on. So, not there. I don't need. Delete. What's in here? Kinda afraid of deleting this, but eh. It should still work, right? What are you getting mad about? Too many blank lines. You want 2 blank lines, but not 3. You want 2 blank lines on both sides of your block of code. You that one and that one. And this one and this one.
A Spotify playlist. When
So
you need a
dumb.
drink to match your music vibe, grab a can of Rockstar Unplugged, a new kind of energy drink.
By the way, if you're wondering what this does, this little bit of code here, the main project, so this line of code, all it does is it imports multiprocessing and all the CPU. It's all the imports. Then it goes straight down here. It skips all of this, and it checks if, basically, if this is the original one ran. It wasn't created by another project, like right here. And then it goes over to main, right here, if it is the original. It tells me my CPU count, which is 4. It basically just tells me this, right here. And it prints it into the console, which for some reason isn't open right now. Whatever. And then it creates a new process, so it uses a new core, one of these other cores that ain't being used. And what this does is it goes up here and runs this code. That's it. You pass in the argument of, I'm just gonna call that 50,000. I know it's not. Actually, is it? No, it's 5,000. 500,000. And that's number. So right here. And count is equal to 0. So 0, is it more, well, is it less than number? If so, do this. And I do that 3 times. Each one uses their own CPU, and then I start them. This just prints processing, don't know why. And then it joins them all together. If I don't do the join command, it will just immediately print done, and then whatever this is. If it tells you how long it took. Is this... Okay. Yeah, all this join command does is it basically waits for these to be finished. That's it. If I don't have these here, like I said earlier, just it does everything else. And since it technically is in this, it will be done with this, going to here and finishing. So like, I'm just gonna copy this, Control C, and then backspace. If I run it now, see how it did that? Yeah, I only need to go to here, that's fine. Basically, it imports all the stuff it needs to, jumps straight down to here, checks if it's the original. It is, so it goes to main. And it prints my CPU core count, which is 4. It creates a bunch of processes, only 3, and then it starts the process. Then it prints processing. There. And since I don't have the join command, it just immediately says done before it actually is done. And then it tells you the time counter, which for whatever reason is broken, but it wasn't early. And then technically, it still waits for all this, but it just really... Because it's technically done with all this, it's right here, and it's just waiting for these other things to finish right here, instead of right here. Sorry if that was a little bit convoluted. Look how killy. Sorry, I was just making sure that if I have this on, no one can hear the music. That's cool. Done. Yeah, that's all that does. These join commands. If I don't do the start commands, it basically just does nothing. It'll actually give me an error here because it can't join it if it doesn't exist. Or, it isn't running, I should say. It can't join it if it's not running. Yeah, that's this. Multiprocessing CPU. Now, I guess I could do Clicker Heroes and I could probably get it done in, like, by the end of the stream, but it's gonna take a while. Especially since I accidentally deleted the bot for it. Which it still says I have, but I don't actually have it. I have me. The one I'm working on. Which I technically should make another one. Whoa, okay. Okay. Delete. So apparently I do have it. It's right here. It's just in a weird location. Oh nope, it's gone now. Okay.
At Buffalo Wild Wings is buy one, get one 50% off traditional wing Tuesdays. Think of it as a pre-game meal to the Thursday games.
This is the calculator. I actually made it a little bit better earlier. This is the multiprocessing system. This is going to be the bot for Clicker Heroes. It's apparently updating.
Favorite Disney characters.
Oh, I can't sure.
Disney
Fine.
stories. Disney music reimagined by artists around the world. All united in Harmonious. The new nighttime spectacular at Epcot. Be part of it all as the world comes together tonight. Harmonious, debuting now during the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary.
Dearly beloved, for your entertainment, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Hell's latest arrival, the equal opportunity killer, Alistair.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. Can you tell me where I am? I don't know how I got here, but I think I'm starting to understand. I don't belong among the angels, and maybe that's just fine with me. The things I did up there were high school, but now I'm going for my degree. Hey, sorry, but you just got in my way. I promise, honey, I can feel your pain, and maybe I enjoy it just a little bit.
Ah yes, 30%. It's definitely at 30%. You know. Now, the CPU is at that. It's just straight up lying. CPU's at 100% due to Phobia. And its browser pages for whatever reason. Oh, that tells me how much it is using. It's not accurate, but it's pretty close.
from us far too early, but now we're meeting a second time. We used to have such fun together.
Whoa, what was that
Maybe you
anti-map?
have what I need. But first I have one tiny question. Tell me, do you demons bleed? Hey, sorry, but you just got in
Go
my
from him,
way.
'cause that doesn't change.
I can feel your
There it is.
pain. Maybe I enjoy it just a little.
Not be okay, fine.
Haven't been the same since I expired. Doesn't mean that I plan to retire. And now I have the power to bathe all of you in entertaining fire. Honey, I can feel your pain, and maybe I enjoy it just a little bit. Does that make me insane?
I'm not a fan of puppeteers, but I've a nagging fear someone else is pulling out the strings. Something terrible is going down through the entire town, freaking anarchy and all it brings. I can't sit idly, no, I can't move at all. I curse the name, the one behind it all. Discord, I'm howling at the moon, and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Discord, whatever did we do to make you take our own away? Discord, are we a prey alone, or are we just a stepping stone for taking back the throne? Discord, we won't take it anymore, so take your tyranny away. Discord.
I should just uninstall Windows Defender. Is that even possible? It shouldn't be turned on. Okay, I have it turned. We gotta close this. And that. Yeah, don't care. Am I 24 now? Hard stuck at. But, system security, or update and security, system and security. Defender. Defender.
Puppeteers, but I've a nagging fear someone else is pulling out the strings. Something terrible is going down through the entire town, wreaking anarchy and all it brings. I can't sit idly, no, I can't move at all. I curse the name, the one behind it all. Discord, I'm howling at the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Discord, whatever did we do to make you take our world away? Discord.
I just want to turn this off, to be honest. Like, I turn this off.
I'm fine with changing status quo, but not in letting go. Now the world is being torn apart. A terrible catastrophe played by a symphony. What a terrifying work of art. I can't sit idly, no, I can't move at all. I curse the name, the one behind it all. Discord, I'm howling at the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Discord, what heaven did we do to make you take our world away? Discord, are we a prey alone, or are we just a stepping stone for taking back the throne? Discord, we won't take it anymore, so take your tyranny away.
Wrong, that should stop it entirely for right now. And also, setting gold text, show damage text, sirs, use razor complex, definitely. Actually, don't. Surrender qual. Auto clicking, full screen, level bamming. Let me go with that. Or, yeah, so there's no way I'm gonna be able to do this, but
Discord, I'm howling at the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Discord, what heaven did we do to make you take our world away? Discord, are we a prey alone, or are we just a stepping stone for taking back the throne? Discord, we won't take it anymore, so take your tyranny away.
Hey there, this is a message from Spotify. Pop fans have been loving this release, The Weeknd. Dawn FM. Tap the banner to check it out.
so this should be at the bottom, basically always. No. Jesus, really? I just need to change counter. I'm not going to be using all 3 CPU cores because that would kill my computer.
You've been in the dark for way too long. It's time to walk into the light.
Processing is a nice little thing, but it's just wasting stuff. This is also wasting stuff. I don't want these actually. This is fun. Actually, also not useful. I'm only gonna maybe be using 2 CPU cores. So, yeah. So, I haven't actually used time, and I probably won't. I might. Oops, wrong button. Oh god, my computer froze. Uh-oh. Oh no, that was just Python dying, actually. Right now, everything's back to normal. god, why is everything just dying? You know what? I'm not gonna listen to I don't like the music either. And it froze again. Damn it. Fine. No rendered graphics. Even though it's still... immediately overloaded. There we go. Sorry. Let's do ED, really? Well, yeah, actually that sounds about right. Close this for now. Don't need to be loaded like. Actually, I've gotten everything that I need from them. Just close. Now before this, I just got D, F? Yeah. What should the name be? There we go. Right? Wrong thing. Information. Is there supposed to be an E at the end? Ah, there is. Google's opening. Click down here. Yep. I'll just close it. Load. I like how I named it Bob. Yeah, that's not right. Alright, dang it, now I don't have that. I forgot how I do this. What I import in order. to bot a game Python. Dang it. How to bot a How to bot a game using Python.
Inside this loop, we will write the script that is actually going to find the image. If PyAutoGUI.locate on screen stickman.png is not equal none, this line uses PyAutoGUI to locate the stickman on the screen. If it does
He imported so many things that were not necessary. Like, he didn't need to have WinAPI, he didn't need random, he didn't need keyboard, and I don't think he needed this. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of imports? And not any of them are, he only uses these two.
Hey, so today I'll teach you how to make some bots. We'll be covering how to make a simple piano tiles bot, how to make an aim booster bot that can track In this video, I'll show you how I make a gamebot using Python. In this game, you can control. In this video, I'll show you how I make a gamebot using Python. In this game, you can control fleets of ships to attack enemy fleets. Let's say I needed to kill thousands of these fleets. I obviously don't want to have to do it manually, right? So when making a gamebot, I usually look at what I need to manually do and put it in a list. First, I have to select the fleet I want to use to attack. To do this, I can either click on it or press a number from 1 to 7 to select the respective fleet. Once a fleet is selected, I have to find the fleet I want to attack, select it and press attack. The game has a nice feature which lets me tag a fleet and then press the find button to find it and select it. Let's go over the list. First, I select the fleet I want to use. Then, I find and select the target I want to attack. And finally, I press attack. In a new Python file, I'll start by importing the libraries I generally always use when making scripts. These libraries have everything I need to be able to make the bot. When I start the script, I don't want the mouse to immediately start doing things, so I'll add a time.sleep2 to give me 2 seconds to alt-tab to the game. I then write the click function, which uses Win32 API to move the mouse to position XY, pushes down the left click, holds it down for 0.1 seconds, and then releases the left click. So if I were to write click 200, 500, this will run the click function and send the values 200 and 500 into X, Y respectively. It will then use Win32 API to set the cursor position to X and Y, which in this case would be 200, 500. It then clicks down the left mouse button, holds the click for 0.1 seconds, and releases the left button. I'll be using the click function to click elements in the game. If I now look at the list of steps I had to do manually, the first one is selecting the fleet I want to use. As mentioned, there are 2 ways to select. The simpler one in this scenario is to simulate keyboard input. Since the fleet in the game is in slot number 1, I have to press the number 1 on the keyboard to select it. To do this with Python, I simply write this. This will press the key 1, hold it for 0.1 seconds, and then release it. The reason there's a sleep in between is because if I press it down and up instantly, the game might flag me as a bot or simply not register the key press. Just to be safe, I'll add a 1 second sleep after the key press to make sure the game can load properly. Now that the fleet is selected, the next step is to find the target I want to attack. I already have the target I want to attack tagged, so the only thing I have to do here is make the script click on this find button. I already created the click function at the start of the script, so I need to find the coordinates of the find button so I can tell the function where to click. To find the coordinates, I open a new idle window by searching for idle. Inside of idle, I write import PyAutoGUI and then PyAutoGUI.displayMousePosition. After entering that, the mouse's coordinates will be printed out every few seconds. This part indicates the red, green, and blue values of the pixel I'm pointing to. I move over the mouse to the find button and I can see that this is its location. So now that I have the coordinates for the find button, the only thing I need to do is click it. Again, I'm going to add a time.sleep1 after the click to give the game some time to breathe. Now that the find button is pressed and the target is selected, all I have to do is press the attack button if it's there. But how can I detect if it's there? You see the target in the center of the button is very red, so I will check if the button is that shade of red. And if it is, the attack button is there. To find the RGB values of the center of this button, I'll do the same process as finding the position for the find button. If I now hover over the reddest part of the button, I can see the coordinates and the RGB values of that location. Since the button is red, the only thing that really interests me is this red value. Now that I have the red value I want, I can use PyAutoGUI's getPixel function like this. This will check if the pixel's red value in this position is the same as the one the target has. The little 0 in the bracket here simply means the red value. 1 would be green and 2 would be blue. If this becomes true, then the target is visible, which means I can just click the attack button with the click function like this. The location of the click can be the exact same position where I check the color for the red value, since it's all part of the button. If I now test run the script, you will see that the script correctly presses 1 to select the fleet, clicks on find, and attacks the target. But the script still has a ton of flaws. The first one is that the script doesn't check if the fleet is currently in combat and will constantly be searching for new targets, which it doesn't necessarily need to do and will put a lot of strain on your CPU. To be able to tell if a fleet is in combat, the only thing I really need to do is check if the join button is visible when selecting the fleet. All I have to do then is check if any part of this join button is red. In this case, I'll check if this middle circle is red. Once again, I'll open a new idle window, write import PyAutoGUI and PyAutoGUI.displayMousePosition. I'll hover the mouse over with the center red part of the join button. These are the coordinates of the join button, and these are the red, green, and blue values of that location. I know that the join button only appears after the fleet is selected, so I want to put the is in combat part of the code right below the part that selects the fleet. So I'll simply enter this. This means that if the pixel in this position has this red color, then it's going to run the if statement. But if you remember what I'm trying to do, I don't really care if the fleet is in combat. I only care about when the fleet is not in combat. In other words, not doing anything. So instead of having this equal sign here, I will change it to a not equal sign, which looks like this. This will only return true if the fleet is not in combat, which is exactly what I want. Now I simply have to indent this part of the code which finds and attacks the target inside the if statement. So it will only run if the statement is true. The second flaw of this script is it only runs once, and I want to kill thousands of these ships. So the solution to that is putting this entire part of the script inside a while loop to make it run infinitely. Now in theory, I could put the code inside a while one loop, but if I'm having the script move the mouse around, then closing it may become a bit difficult. That's why I always like using this. What this does is it checks if the Q key is currently being pressed, and if it's not, it will infinitely play the script below. I use it so I can stop the script simply by pressing Q. One of the issues this script has is it doesn't give the fleet enough time to move to the target it's trying to attack. To be able to give the fleet enough time to travel, I will add a 15-second sleep after the attack button is pressed. And now if I run the code, you can see through the sped up footage that everything works. The script can be improved even more. If you're enjoying the video so far, a like would be amazing. The fleets I'm currently farming can't actually damage or hurt my fleet at all. But what if I wanted to attack something that can actually damage my fleet? The game has a feature where if it takes less than 5 minutes of repair damage, I can instantly repair the entire fleet with a single button. If I have the option to repair my fleet for free, I obviously want to do it. There are two ways of doing this. The first would be to check if a single pixel in the area where the free repair button is supposed to be has a yellowish color. But that would mean that the script would always click on the repair button even if it's not free, as long as it's yellow. And I don't really want that, as I'm kinda broke. If you watched the botting tutorial I made quite a while ago, you will remember the part where I check if an image is present on the screen or not. And that's exactly what I'm going to do here. If the repair is free, the button will always look like this, and if it's not free, it will have the amount of coins displayed here. I am first going to take a screenshot of the screen where the instant repair button is visible. Then I open a Microsoft Paint window, paste the image, select what I need, which is the button, crop out unnecessary details and save it in the same location as this Python file as repair.png. Instead of taking a screenshot of the entire screen, I could also use the shortcut Shift Windows S and then drag a box around the button. Then paste it in Paint, crop it, and save it. I'm going to use PyroGUI's locate on screen function like this to check if the image is present on the screen. This line will look for the image repair.png on the entire screen, and it will return the location if it's found. I use grayscale equals true to turn the repair.png into a black and white image and then try to find it in a black and white version of the screen. Making it black and white makes the script run a little bit faster, so I generally always use it. The confidence part here just tells the function how sure it has to be to have found the image for it to activate. So 0.8 would return a location if the function is 80% sure or more that the image is on the screen. In this loop, I check if the output is not none, since this function returns none if the image is not on the screen, which means that returning not none means the image has not been found. If the image has been found, then it means that free repair is available. So all I have to do is click on the location of the free repair button by finding its XY coordinate. I will again use locate on screen to find the button's coordinates. I'll add the click function inside of this if statement and enter the coordinates of the repair button. And once again, I'll give the same a couple of seconds to load just in case. The script is still not perfect and can still be
Jesus Christ, that took way too long to pause.
upgraded a lot. I'll get to that in a second. But first, I'll run the script and check that everything works properly line by line. When I run the script, it waits 2 seconds. Then it creates the click function. The script checks if the Q key is pressed, which
How to find and click on an image using Python. How to find and click on an image using Python. work at some point today. Alright, so okay, so that's what I need. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, but I found what I needed. And that should work perfect. Be right back. What are you getting mad about? One error. What are you getting mad about? Oh, the extra comma. I like how it worked anyways, like, whatever. I should just remove this confidence thing because it has to find it perfectly in order to be. Wait a second. No, it might not need that. Else, really? Why is Clicker Heroes not responding? And also, is my headset on? I'm just gonna close it. Whatever. Close program, cancel. Yeah, that's all I needed from that. Still doing. Yeah, it's still doing it. Completely sure. None, and then yeah. And then do is take another screenshot of the level 100. And if true, you click like down here like 7 times. I'll show you. Wow, couldn't even farm a single piece of gold. Right here. 1, 5. It used to be 7, now it's 5. Ain't gonna work. So this now finds these upgrade symbols here, and clicks on them. What I need to do is send it somewhere else, just for like a split second, and then have it check again later. So I could just do like, I don't know, 1,000 or by 1,000. That should be about right, right? Yeah, there you go. Oh, this is gonna happen immediately. Grab the wait command. I think it is. Let's go with 2. I also need a way to turn this off. So I could grab keyboard and do the same thing that one dude. Like, well, key pressed or what. Or I could just not, you know? Come on. Oh, right. Whoops. Should snap to all of those. It has not. CPU 2 and 3 started. Whoa. It snapped to it. I don't think it's leveling it up though. Oh, it is. Cool. And also, it's bringing the cursor way down here. I'm perfectly fine with that, but like, what in the world? It found it apparently somewhere. Not sure where, but it did. Found it once again. Still not sure where, but it is. Finding it somewhere. I'm just gonna grab this. And just, you know, just do a little bit of bad coding. It's perfectly fine, you know? So CPU 2 and 3 star, that's fine. I could stop it. For whatever reason, all 3 of them just die instead of just one of them doing stuff, but whatever. CPU 2 and 3 started. Oh, found it. Yeah, it is clicking it 3 times, which is nice. I can do Control C. Whoa. Stop. Didn't mean to bring it up to 226. Not something I was planning on doing, but whatever. I'm fine with it. Oh, okay. So I can't upgrade this anymore, but it's fine. Whatever. Let's just level them all up as high as I can. Level up heroes 500 times. I've leveled up 5? Really? Yeah, I guess so, apparently. Didn't even get close to that. No problem. So apparently, 1,000 is somewhere down here. X is like that, so what I want to do is grab this, paste it here, press tab, move that, and delete this pass function. I want to bring this to like that, then bring this just to 500 once it stops dying, because that's something it does all the time. Oh, come on, really? You're doing like nothing right now. There. Now run. So it should be spam clicking a certain spot on the screen. Not sure where. Oh, it clicked once. That's about it. Oh, right, that's why. Stop. Come on. True, and then copy this, Control C, enter, Control V, and press tab there. That's gonna click infinite amount of times. I need to make sure I have a way of stopping that. So I'm just gonna reopen the, go over there and grab that information. I actually don't need the while true command because of what I'm about to go grab. I also have to import another thing, so not exactly the most efficient code, but whatever, it's fine. I'll just go to history, why not? How to make bots educational. Alright, so I think I need to go to this.
Bot that can track an object. Okay, so let's get started. Step 1. Download
code are overloaded. Don't really care, but whatever. So this is gonna be automatically clicking, so yeah, right there. Well, keyboard is pressed equals false. While not keyboard is pressed. What the hell? Okay. Two blank lines. Oh. And too many blank lines. No, there shouldn't be any errors. Yep. So... wrong place. That nearly went really bad. So it's like somewhere right around here. Oh, he's almost perfectly on top of the thing. So it's clicking on it even though it's wrong, so... it should have stopped everything. I probably should turn that into like some other key that doesn't like put it at max. I put it as W. So I need to turn this into like 0.9. It keeps clicking on the same place. Dang it. Funky. Okay. 5. Whoa, whoops, Control Z. My mouse was gone for a second. Keep going to the wrong thing. One of these times that's gonna bite me in the... This is brute force. Whoa. It's getting to the second one now. But still not quite right. Oh, it just started again for whatever reason, but fine, I'll close it all. Go. 0.6 then. No, I'm gonna go 0.7. I want it to be like accurate, but I don't want it to be perfect. Because if I put it as perfect, then like, it just ain't gonna work. It absolutely shreds the health though. Come on. Make sure it's turned off. What is it getting pissy about? I'm just gonna assume it fixes itself. Yep, it did. It got to the third one. That's nice. Upgrading it 3 times in a row. Looks like it's working all fine. So it's now upgrading that point. If I hold Q, it's just gonna max it out. Oh, it doesn't recognize the max. Yeah, duh. There we go, it doesn't get to the next one. I don't think it does. Dang it. I use a scroll wheel. Now it's getting to it. Only got to it once though. Come on. So it's basically an auto clicker right now. What if I move it? Fix itself? Nope, not really. What if I press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, right, those control those. Whoops. What if I do function keys? Oh, whoops, I think I just took like 50 pictures. Whoops. Yep, it did. It just did. Come on, quit it. Process Bob is running. Is not allowed to run in parallel. Would you like stuffing? Just stop, please. So, whoa, okay, don't do that. Don't make a new area just for one thing. Come on, terminate. There we go. Dang it, it still clicks right there. So it's working as intended. What? It doesn't have the higher option, which I should probably integrate. I could also reduce the area that it's able to check in, making it run way faster, but if I do that, then it'll click way more often, giving me like less possible upgrades, I guess I could say. But it would do it faster, which would get me more money faster. I am not sure. It's whatever. I could, no, that would make it work on everything, basically. That would probably make it run really slow. But it would work. So, what it does right now is it finds a location, and then it just clicks 3 times in the same location. And then it moves and technically clicks somewhere down here. Which isn't exactly good for my CPU to be technically switching from how do I say it? Like, focused on a app and then not focused. So what I could do is make another one of these that is just the click command. Or I could just kind of do this. Really, I want this to be like around 6, maybe 7. And then this around here. Why is it every time that I try and change something, it just dies? That fixed that part that it clicks down here. It runs just ever so slightly smoother. But, you can't exactly get much smoother than, this. Yeah. Just a flat line straight up. I'm sorry about that. Can't get any more flat than that. I mean, that's almost a perfect straight line. My hard drive is doing absolutely nothing. My memory's dead. What's this? I have like 113 megabytes free. That's a small amount. Very, very small. I have OBS running. I have Task Manager running. I have Python, I have Clicker Heroes, and Chrome. Yeah, I think I could put a little bit further. Step down. Wow. See the spike on the side. Like the power to the internet died for a split second. Oh, okay, didn't mean to do that. I did mean to do it, just didn't know it. I think I could have multiple users running all at once. That would kill my computer. Just, instead of checking to make sure that's the main program, I can just kind of remove this and it will infinitely create more. I'll try that later, but I think it's pretty funny. Oh, that's not good. That's very not good. So it's now working how it's supposed to. Why was there a coin? What can I do next? I click and upgrade. I don't have these though, because that's gonna be kinda annoying. I just brute force it, send it here. This character has a max, so I can just have it click there multiple times. I also need to scroll down whenever it hits 100, so I'm gonna upgrade this guy. Okay, never mind. To 100. Maybe I could take this on. Yep. To level. You know what? Yeah. No. Should. Is there any way to like make an entire area a comment? We do this. There has to be a way of doing it. There's really no way of doing that, huh? Dumb, but whatever. Didn't mean to double hashtag. Whatever. Oh, okay. So I also have to put hashtag here, hashtag here, and hashtag here. Doesn't just die. It probably died again, isn't it? It'll be fine. Which it is. Ah, chess. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Lot of money. Upgrade, 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 and do picture. Save, hope it saves in the same location. Does. So now if it sees, not now, but I now have the information to do this. So I gotta open up Chrome again for CPU, GPU, and RAM. Let's just wait for this to be done. How to make Python use the scroll. How to make Python.
Here is information from Guru99.
How to make Python use a scroll wheel on a mouse. How to make a mouse? No. How to make Python use the scroll wheel on a mouse. GI. Com. I'll have to figure out that later. Because I'll actually go up, and I don't want up, so I gotta put my there. There we go. So explore. I don't think I need you anymore. Whoa! I might have wandered. Dang it. Oh well. Just not an sign, too. Enter. Here. Put a 2 here. Dang. Because my mouse has that function of going. Scroll. Something press down. But I cannot do that. I can do it, but I can't do it with high auto geo. Wait, coming. Yen. Alright. Right. I forgot to do that. Is that everything? I think so. Not status. Chat. Let's see if anyone said anything while I'm streaming. Probably not, right? It's taking a while to load. Not top chat. Live chat. Okay. Check on here too, just sometimes that doesn't show. It does have something. I have a singular subscriber. It's kind of sad. That's me. Come on, load. Page unresponsive. Wait. That's actually a really cool deal. Uh, Quit making. Yeah, it's just me. Do I have any moderator? No, actually. If I create a poll. Good question. Optional. Uh. Well, my alarms are going off. Dismiss. Ask me my. Ask the community. Vote yes. I can. I can. Okay, end poll. Wow. Okay. Yeah, my computer's definitely having a hard time. A real hard time. There's the general bits of this. It got the clicking, it has automatic leveling up. It doesn't have hiring abilities, but I could easily make that later. I would like to make a few things better. Like the ability to go here but not get stuck on this. I could check every once in a while if this is here, and if it is, then you could probably just throw it to like 30 seconds. If it's still there, then click back. I'm gonna see how many people have actually seen the live stream and then get off because I got schoolwork to do. Two playbacks, one of them was me. Or actually, no, they both were me, so yeah. Damn thing.